What's going on? You're catching me at an awkward time here.
That's just because you just took a poop.
Yeah, put my toilet paper away. Looking all over for this guy. Here he is. If it wasn't for this guy, none of this would be possible. What do you got to say this morning?
Not much.
Ready for some more wheeling?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the rules about Camp Carson here?
No bypasses and pick up your beer can.
That's right. And if you guys don't believe how muddy it is, like it rained 2 days straight. Before we got here, it rained all day yesterday. This is the trail just getting in to Camp Carson. Like just a slop hole. Basically a slip and slide. Greasy mud fest. This is camp. We're not actually supposed to be wheeling here. This is just the campsite, and look at the mud. This is crazy.
Where are we?
I would just both then.
All right, it's John Lidster here. I'm reporting live at Camp Carson, and look at this thing I found here. This is a pretty wild machine. And we got the creator, the mastermind of the machine here, Bill Manderson. Alright, you got to tell me about this thing.
So, it's a Honda-powered, home-built buggy. About 3.5 years worth of work. Dodge axles. 4-link lower struts. 5-speed manual. 44-inch pit bulls.
It's definitely a wild machine. And it's got 4-wheel steer, right?
Yep. Self-centered-ish. I've learned that it needs a reverse indicator.
Oh,
Something's broken.
something's broken.
Yeah, you broke a rod and your self-centered thing down. Over this bridge, like this goes up and plateaus down, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna weld that on the buggy.
Hey Bill, describe what happened for the camera.
I'm an idiot. Like a French fry when I said pizza. Backwards is not forwards. Maybe you should mark that on the picture.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. You got all complicated steers from every end.
That was what fucked me up. Too many things.
Engines in the back, not the front.
Which way am I even going? And what's going on? Like, how do you do the hydro steer on this thing? Because it's
runs off a gear pump on the crank of the engine.
so you can kind of see it tucked up in here. It's got like a industrial hydraulic pump, direct drive off the crank, and that's runs both front and rear steer, right?
Front, rear off that. It's all steered off a joystick in the front. Motorcycle exhaust on it for those brap noises.
And it's got hydro bumps on it as well as yours, right? So
Yep.
yeah, if you look in here, so what is this, H series
It's
or?
an H22 out of a Prelude with kind of a cobbled up propane system on it.
You can see we got propane here.
Try to keep things relatively simple.
It's definitely all tucked in there pretty tight. You can see the brake master cylinder is down on the floor with the brake booster. It's actually got rods that run up under the seat, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it's got another rod end off the brake pedal and runs about a 4-foot long rod back to the master cylinder.
You got both propane tanks tucked back in here, all secured in. All the gauges up over top of the driver. And there, the shifter knob is actually your rear steer control, right?
Yep. Next mod for the shifter will be rolling a condom over it because it gets water and dirt in the buttons, causing it to go full lock all the time.
Which really adds to the complication of driving it. It's got 5-point harnesses, suspension seats. This thing is pretty wild. It's kind of a different feeling when you're riding around in it because you're sitting really close to the front axle.
It feels like it doesn't steer off the front because normally you're sitting further back and you feel the front end swing.
Yeah.
This one, the front end doesn't feel like it's turning much, but when you steer the back end, you feel a great big swing from the tail.
Yeah. And it's got lockers front and back.
An E-locker in the front. They're 09 Power Wagon axles in it, and the front one's been flipped to get the diff on the other side.
Oh yeah, that's right. So the housing's been flipped around, usually it'd be the driver's side.
Yeah.
So you chop the tubes off.
Yeah, they're chopped and then just sleeved and put back together.
It's pretty wild.
Learning from experience from others, put some EMF rods in it because we always play in the mud.
Yeah.
But trying to keep that stuff alive.
All EMF rod ends on all the 4-link. And slugged links too,
the
right?
lowers are slugged with aluminum in them. They're all just 2-inch quarter wall DOM links.
But then 7071 inside?
Yep, in the lowers.
Yeah.
We did learn at Camp Carson that pit bull rockers and the mud here completely suck.
You're doing a lot of spinning, but...
yeah, it's not going anywhere. We got 2 trucks here with the rockers on, and you're spinning backwards on almost no grade.
Yeah. So this thing's definitely a wild buggy. There's bead locks.
Yeah, they're H1 double bead locks, rock rings on them and centers.
And it wasn't built from a design or anything.
No, it laid the axles out in the engine, sat in the chair and just started building tube around the drivetrain and seats until it ended up at this.
And this is the picture you had in your head.
Yeah, before we painted it, when it was all just clad in aluminum with no paint, it kind of looked like the Tesla truck. So a little paint kind of got
stand
away
back
from
and
that shiny look.
you can see the whole thing here.
trail. You gotta miss that giant rock.
To the right of that rock and then pin it.
Well done.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was good.
I got peppered back here.
All right, tell me who you are and what do you got here?
I'm Austin from Jordan, and I have a 2000 Jeep Cherokee on 42. So it has 07 Super Duty axles in it, full hydro 538s, spool in the front and welded in the rear. It's stretched about 4 inches in the front, so relocated the coils, and then leaf flip in the rear, and 2-inch stretch plates, so about 9 inches of stretch in the rear, and then 14-inch shocks, sort of a homebrew radius arm setup.
Hey, it's homebrew, but it works pretty awesome.
Yeah, and 2x8 quarter roll rockers. Front is narrowed to like a 4.5 slot. I think I cut 18 or so inches off of it. So full inner cage and everything.
And full exo here too,
Yeah,
right?
the whole top and everything. So, and then 5-point harnesses and fuel cell, full size spare, and a lot of tools. Gotta be a savior of the trail.
Yeah.
Couple missing doorknobs, couple of not happy taillights, so
It's definitely beat on
half
pretty
a
hard.
mirror. So seems to do okay.
Yeah, this thing does wicked. Oh, you
Engine
got
is-
both tail lights?
Yeah, that one got a big smack just yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She's definitely wheeled hard.
So nice Victorian doorknobs that I'm well known for. Definitely works pretty good.
It's the custom features that you
That's
gotta
right.
look for.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is wicked.
Yeah, you can see I notched the whole unibody and replated it. Moved the coil, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 inches farther forward.
Yep.
We'll try to get this open. See the cage work on the inside of the deal.
And there's no front clip anymore. It's all just tube now.
Yeah, so right above the unibody line I chopped it, so it's got no inner fender.
Yeah.
It's just tube, and then the fenders are just tabbed onto the whole inner, so there's definitely some things that were happening yesterday. There was a whole lot of skinny pedal action.
Like, what's your
That's what
what's your strategy when you're wheeling?
I don't know. Hope for the best. Close my eyes sometimes.
Look at the body lines he's got going on in this thing.
And this is by far the muddiest the Jeep has ever been. Definitely a wet and soggy trip this time around.
Oh yeah.
A little muddy in there?
Well, my hands are definitely not loving that, but it's hard to grip the steering wheel now.
We came looking for rocks. Found mud.
Yeah, mud delivery. Yeah, there is definitely mud. Yeah, this is the dumpster.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the race dumpster.
Race dumpster.
That's right. Yeah,
I mean, it does pretty good.
yeah. Looks pretty neat.
All right, Doug, you gotta tell me about this thing.
Speak up too.
This is my 1979 Ford Bronco. It started out, it was fairly mint, and then I found some Bondo in it and decided to rub some trees on it and did some custom body work.
Things have escalated.
It's gone from 35s to 38s to 43s, 1-ton axles, 2010 Super Duty axles, 3-link front, 16-inch king coilovers. Rear is a 4-link with stock 302 coil springs.
She's quite the rig. I don't know if you can see under here, but this thing is built to the nines. Trussed front end. Even got the trussed rear end in there.
The most important part is it didn't come here on a trailer. It pulled
Yeah.
From how far away?
I figure it's about 400 kilometers I drove.
Each way.
Yeah, 400 kilometers here with a trailer, 400 kilometers to get home after going through the V-notch.
Right there, the sticker says it all. Hydro assist on it.
Yeah, hydro assist.
Lockers front and back.
Yeah, stock Ford heat locker in the rear. Kind of a 2013 Super Duty. Seems to work, hasn't broken yet.
Yeah. And what's the power plant in this thing?
Got a 460 big block Ford.
Miles per gallon. Pop the hood on this bad boy. There you go. Yeah.
460 with some mild work, cutters.
Fuel Tech EFI on it.
Fight Tech EFI, yeah. Runs good, hot or cold.
Not your everyday Bronco, that's for sure.
No.
And if you look at the outside, she's got some added aerodynamic efficiency going on.
It helps.
They call these dent sides, right?
Yeah. I put new meaning to that. It actually says on the...
Yeah, more miles per gallon than your Prius. Yeah, this thing's pretty wild. What's going on with the Jeep over there? What happened to the back window? Here, come tell me what's going on with this thing.
Nope, TJ did pretty good. We climbed some buggy hill and then went downhill from there. And then just trying to leave on the bypass trail.
This is the bypass at Camp Carson.
Yeah, the bypass will take your windows out.
What? What's happened here?
That was full send, and then it went the complete opposite direction right into the oak trees.
Oh no.
Oh, it's just a 98 TJ with Ford Bronco 79 Ford Bronco axles in it.
Oh yeah.
Streeted, licensed and plated.
It seems to work pretty good. Not too bad. Got a big winch on the front, 9,500 pound winch. The Sahara edition though. So that's got to count for something.
Let's call her Sahara then.
The Sahara. Look at the interior in this thing. You gotta get it.
This is the premium trim level, bro.
You gotta get this thing detailed when you get home, man. What are you doing? Dana 44 high pinion. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's got grizzly lockers front and rear. 513 gears, chromo shafts, and then we...
I heard there was a little bit of carnage there.
There's some parts missing on the front to end the day.
Oh no. Oh no. There's supposed to be some caps in there. What the hell happened there? You gotta represent your people while you're here.
Jeeps have a bad rap, so we gotta help them out once in a while.
The Jeeple. Tell me about this thing over here.
It's my 1987 Samurai, Suzuki Samurai, 16 valve, on 34s.
Right on.
Yeah, she does all right.
Tell me what's done to it here.
Got some little rock sliders, 513 gearing, Toyota drive shafts, 461 gearing.
Sweet. It's got like a little exo cage deal going on.
It's okay, Jet. 5 point.
It's got quite the custom shifter in there. Got the samurai sword shifter. That's how you know it's a real samurai. You got a f***ing turtle over here.
Don't tell anybody.